Guys, it's you Kitty with a news update. For all of you who weren't able to make it to Comic-Con, don't fret. There is great news. Vess has some books left from the convention. So she put together an exclusive limited supply bundle for all of the first Celestial Pulse fans. So, if you want to get your copies of issues 1 and 2 signed, along with some exclusive prints and a free trinket, send a message to VeseniaLindsay@gmail.com. Celestial Pulse Comic Con Signature Bundle for $20 plus shipping.
Hey guys, this is Vess, and today is a new day, and I did a commission. So here we go with another speed art commission that I have created, and this character is from New Game Plus. The character's name is Vali Trox, Vali, last name Trox, and he's actually the main character of a comic that the New Game Plus is coming out with or putting together. So yeah, what I know about the main character is he's in the future, but he likes classical stuff. That's why he wears headphones and stuff like that. So what New Game Plus wanted me to do was make his character looking at the New York City scene, and it's supposed to be like futuristic. So I didn't get too crazy with the whole futuristic type thing because New York City is really known for its landscape. So what I did was I just added the Empire State Building, and then next to it was like the spaceship. But you guys are gonna see that a little bit later on. I just, this is just a rough sketch of what I'm doing right now. I have to say that putting this character together was it was kind of easy. Like, it wasn't that bad, and I also had my reference photo of the pose that I wanted for him. So now if you look on my left hand side, you will see like all my reference photos. The New Game Plus gave me that little image of the guy with his colors and stuff like that because he had let me know that his main character's hair is brown and his eyes are green, and everything else was basic creative freedom. So I had to basically come up with some colors that might make the character, bring out the character's features and stuff like that. So that was the fun part of it. It was like having that creative freedom, trying to figure out the colors and trying to figure out, what will work with him, especially with his skin tone, because he's like a little bit darker from pale. He's like in between pale and dark. So that's what we have going on for him there. But, you will see more in the coloring process of like what I was thinking, because I wanted to go with blues at first, but I wasn't too sure. I was like, I don't know. And then, I stuck to one simple color and, went from there and used different gray tones and light tones to, make his character pop a little bit. So for the scene in the background, the city scene, again, I took it from the reference that I have on the left hand side of the woman standing next to the Empire State Building. But this time, what I did was I created Vali. I have him sitting down and he's looking at the city. Like, cause I couldn't, I don't know. I was thinking of having him look directly at the city and the cityscape be, the main focus. But honestly speaking, as a commission and being that New Game Plus wanted me to draw their character, what I did was I faced him towards us, and then I put him inside the city so that he could be looking at anything. He could be looking at the Freedom Tower, any cityscape buildings that you will notice in New York. You will basically put that 2 and 2 together, especially being that he's sitting where the Empire State Building is. So it's like you can basically pretend that he's looking at maybe the Freedom Tower or the pier, which is what is it? South Street Seaport. You know, all the famous spots. I used to live in New York, guys, so I know this type of stuff. South Street Seaport was my spot. Like I love going down there, and especially eating, teriyaki chicken and stuff down there. It was pretty good. I miss it so much. But yeah, this took me back home, so I basically did the best that I can with it. Now, what I did was, with the whole Statue of Liberty, I didn't make it too much like the way it looks now. I gave it more of like, even flatness, and then on top of that, I gave it a spaceship, so it can give you that futuristic type of look, even though it's not too futuristic. Because again, to me, I feel like New York City is very known for their cityscape. You know it off the back because of the bridge and the Empire State Building and everything. So it's like, if you were to change that, you wouldn't not know what it was. So that's why, I kept the city pretty much normal, but it still had like the spaceship. And maybe like in the future, if you think about it, maybe they wouldn't change the cityscape. Maybe they just enhance the buildings to make them more modern and more futuristic, with the whole opening out of certain areas and importing ships and stuff. So I was thinking about it in that type of way. So again, with colors, I was thinking of a blue scheme for him because his colors, I wanted them to pop, especially his green eyes. But I like to play with different type of green colors. So what I did was I made his jacket green, and gave it that grayish type green color, not too much close to his eyes colors, so that his eyes can pop more from the way he looks. And then I was thinking gold for his trim, because gold and green seems to look kind of cool. At first I was thinking orange, but I knew, like, I had this feeling that the orange was going to be so powerful. So by toning down that orange, I made more of a gold color, and it looks a lot better. And then I also add some silvers, which is like, his headphones and stuff like that. I added a silver tone to those. Just to make it, just to have like that mismatch look, to have it look, different, cool at the same time. And then the thing about it was, with his roll up sleeves and his hoodie part, I couldn't come up with a color. Like, literally speaking, I was thinking grays, I was thinking blues, I was thinking a whole bunch of colors, but the only thing that made it pop and made it stand out was that white color. So I left it white because it looked 100 times better. It was way better than what I was thinking in my head. And I grew to love it. And what I did for his pants was I made it one shade of blue, and then I added a different shade. So that shade basically popped out. That you see how on the left hand side he has like this design on his pants. It basically popped out that design. So that's what I did for his pants. So for the eyes, I did the same trick that I do as normal. The one that Eternal Mass has shown us in her tutorials. I played with the grays of the eyes, and because your eyeballs aren't fully white, they do have gray tones in it, especially with your eyelashes bouncing off that shade off your eyes. So yeah, I did that same trick. Basically doing what I do best with the coloring and the shading and stuff like that. I did do a lot of hard shades and airbrush shades, just to give it like a nice little blend and it not look, too solid the way that I usually do it. And I added, highlights and stuff like that. And especially that I had the reference of his skin tone and stuff like that, I was able to play with, adding highlights to his skin and stuff. So, it was kind of cool, playing with color and stuff like that. For his hoodie, I also add texture, because I noticed that in the original photo of this character, he has like this texture, like a texture, like a I will say what is that, basketball pants type texture. So I didn't have it as a default, but what I did was I had this snakeskin one that looked pretty similar, so I added that, and it kind of made it look good. um Again, I took the reference photo, the coloring part for the guy, and I used it on this character. I added the darks, the extra darks and the lights, and it helped the character really come out, and it looked good. Um, I I could honestly say it took me a while to create everything, like literally almost 6 hours, and I think that's because the cityscape it took me a while to get it together, because I didn't know at first what I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna do like solids, but I kept playing with airbrush, so that's what I kind of did. I try to make the eyes look like the original photo, but I don't know, my art style just it is what it is. I try my best. Um, I didn't give him black eyebrows. I gave him a darker shade of brown as his eyebrows because his hair is originally brown, so he will have brown eyebrows. Um, and I just played with the darks and stuff like that. I didn't really do too much, like over the top type coloring. Um, yeah, it was pretty much decent. Like, I have fun. I was actually watching anime while I was, you know, um, looking at this type of stuff. I forgot the one that I was watching. Hopefully, my sister can help me remember. But I was watching this one with a girl. She goes missing in the woods, and she's dead actually, and stuff was going on. It was weird, but I would like tend to look up and like, oh, that's crazy, and then look down and keep continuing on what I'm doing. So yeah, most of my my highlights and stuff like that, it came off of like inspiration of what I was watching, because some of the stuff was dark. I actually, while I was trying to do the cityscape and stuff like that, I wanted to go with a dark cityscape and have him just chilling, relaxing, listening to music. He could be like Star Lord from from what's that, Guardians of the Galaxy. There we go. He could be like that. That's what type of guy he reminds me of. Like one of those just like Star Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's just it's just funny how I think about it now. But I was thinking about this type of stuff while I was drawing and coloring and stuff like that, just to get him, looking good. I was like, after I was done with all of it, I was like, man, what if I would have went with like a red color? But I couldn't see him in red. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You guys, if you guys think of anything, like any colors, let me know in the comments below, because I was thinking of colors, but I wasn't too sure of what I wanted to do. Like, I don't know. It was just different, because usually when I usually have the colors. Like, people who usually give me the color, they never give me color freedom. So it's like, this is new. But I had one that was color freedom, and I chose to go with browns and reds, which was kind of cool. But yeah, it was very 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 very, it's like a new thing. So yeah. Yeah, now I'm working on the background, and the background, again, I was working on like the Empire State Building type look of the building. I kind of changed it a little bit just to give it like more of a more clean, solid shape, because I think futuristic would be more solid, like squares and triangles and stuff like that. I did reference off of my default night scene, cityscape in Manga Studio or Clip Studio, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I kind of referenced off of that, but I also referenced off that original photo, and then I just added the colors and stuff like that, and it kind of put it together really good. Um, it wasn't I didn't add too much lightness to anything of the character, because he was like sitting on top of the moon, so I didn't have to add no overdrop over him or anything like that. So I left him as he was. um I also added the spaceship. I didn't give the spaceship any color like that, because again, I was thinking futuristic, and the color will be silver for that, and I gave it like, I gave it a spaceship type look. So this is the finished product, and I like the way it really came out. It came out really really good, And that's about it for this video, guys. If you liked it, hit that like. If you want to check out the picture, you can check it out on my DeviantArt. If you have not subscribed and you want to, you should do so, because you'll be part of the notification crew. So that means any videos that I put out, you will get an update on it and say, hey, Vest put out a video, let me go watch it. So that's what that will be for, before. And yeah, I'm gonna be back maybe Sunday with a new video. I'm not too sure what it's gonna be about, but we shall see. So I'll see you guys sometime this week. Love you guys very much, and thank you for the support. Have an amazing, wonderful rest of the day. Bye bye.